Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Check out. 540. Reggie.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Long. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Hey, check out. 622. 11
On 1st and 10, Long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46.
11.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. All right, here we go. Let's go, V.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, let's get that hunt.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Long. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Here we go. 180.
2 times. 3 down.
Hey, hut.
They'll run on first down. Birch. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now. Birch. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
I know he ain't got it. Check.
65.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Looking left side, and it's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The
Here
better
we go.
a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Touchdown, defense.
I got this. Hey, hut.
Now a give, right side. Birch. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved. Right? Turnover, you just know the punt's better. The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Watch twist.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check out.
On second down, Barber. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 15 he goes. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Lott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And it'll stop shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On first down, Birch. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
21. 61, matchbox lights.
On second down, Birch. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
I got you, son. I got you, son. 58, right over there, right over there.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch 12.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
13.
From the 38, Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darius Leonard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now a give, right side, Birch. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. And down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. It's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Garoppolo wants to throw. He's going to walk. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking for Kent. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jordan. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. On the ground with a tight end. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
Watch out.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Watch the run.
21. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
58 for Mike, 58.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Let's go.
Here we go.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Back. Check 26, check 26.
They'll try the left side. Birch. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in this.
All the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. From the 40 now on second down. Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Right back to him on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 12.
Now they try the right side here. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Block. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Mike, quick out. Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Check 15.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
I got you. Check your hot read.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Motion. 11. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Go.
On 4th down, Lock. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Love. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Let's go, D. Check it back. Check it back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watt. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion. But you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 6 yards away. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The point after is good. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Birch. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now look at him go. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Point after up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll keep it on the ground. Birch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Calling a gain of 5. 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of framing it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, put a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Luck now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Luck. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Mike, go.
675.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
The shotgun snap for Luck. Flush to his right. Catch made here by Campbell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's our field. It's our field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal. Luck to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Here we go. 180.
Mike, 58, right there. Pick it up.
I got you.
Balaj. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, gun.
Now a give, right side. Birch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Birch, he'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Watch QB drop. Let's go, Mexico.
On first down, it's long. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Stay with your man.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. In the red zone now, Love. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
On.
They're running it. Slam. Swing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Luck. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and through, and that will get them one closer. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
Here we go.
And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We got three.
Hey, gun.
On first down, Birch. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. 180. Get that quarterback. And all. Check.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Here we go. 180.
58, come on.
Hey, tight. I got this. Stay hot.
On second down now, Birch. And And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and